So what happens with the so-called shonky operators? Essentially, you can sign up for a degree, you can pay, a lot more money for them, but you don't really go into study, and the course is not that onerous on your time, but therefore you can work as well. Is that usually how it happens?
So I suppose what's of concern here is students who sign up, say, for a Bachelor of Science at the Australian National University, or they want to do architecture at, say, Melbourne University. They come along and then they're lured by someone to go off and do something quite different, a short course, fairly low value, and a skill that Australia is not really all that keen on. So kids come with one set of intent and then they shift to something else. So there is loopholes that need to be closed. If somebody wants to come here to work, that's absolutely fine, but need to apply for the appropriate kind of visa. If you're coming here for a world-class education, absolutely terrific. You need to apply for a student visa, and we just need to stop the loopholes so that people can come here with a different intent entirely from being a genuine student.
Yeah, and how widespread do you think that has been in the past? Genuine students and the other?
Look, I think we've seen a little bit of an uptick in the recent past, but the important thing here, the real breaker here, is the government seriously taking it seriously. They're looking at the whole migration system, the way all the visas work, just to make sure that it actually works properly and in the interest of the country. Get rid of this great class of people that are on temporary visa after temporary visa after temporary visa. That's not good for the country. It's not good for the students. What we can see from the education sector, from the university sector, is this is a set of changes that will simply make all the incentives, all the messages we're sending through the visa system clearer and make the journey for students better. The changes to English language testing, the changes to visas, make their experience here better. And hopefully, Laura, some of those highly qualified kids will be able to stay on. A few more of them will be able to stay on and make a real contribution as citizens here with really high skills we really want.
Yeah, absolutely. We need engineers. Just for one example, there's plenty more we need as well. Catriona, we spoke a lot over COVID and how damaging this was for the university sector for a number of reasons, mostly because students couldn't get here for 2 years. Has that recovery been completed, or have we seen, almost too many students returning, if I could put it so crudely?
Absolutely, Laura. Look, we've been discussing this for a long time, haven't we? Gee, it's nice to be out of those dark days when students were forced to study in their basement in Beijing. Look, it's almost caught up, but there's a bit of a lag. And as you can understand, because some of those kids, as you've already said, weren't able to get here, there's a little bit of catching up to do. So for a while, the numbers will be a little bit higher because there were kids who needed to go into their second or third year who deferred for a while. So there's a little bit of a glut of numbers just from people who need to catch up to finish their degrees. That'll back off pretty soon. We're almost back to pre-COVID levels, but not quite. But we do need to just understand that for a little while, there's a little glut in numbers of totally genuine students who just deferred their degree because they couldn't get back here. Some things you just can't study online, so needed to wait. So there are a couple of additional, second years and third years who are catching up with stuff they would have done, but COVID stopped them from doing it.